Welcome back. Welcome back. We are streaming. We are live. Get off your asset. Give your butt a boogie. Let's get some energy going. Welcome to today's Ripple Maker Spotlight. We are back. I'm going to make sure that we... Guys and girls, this is like 5 to 7 minutes of introducing you to other ripple makers from all over the world. And today I have a very dear friend and a very, very special ripple maker who I cannot wait to introduce you to. He lives a couple of boats down. I've spoken about him before. He's filled my wheelhouse with all these amazing wooden creations. So in 7 minutes, we've got a lot to get through. But it gives me great, great pleasure to introduce to you the custom wood artist, Mr. Gary Beresford. Come on in, Gary.
Hello. Excuse me.
So Gary lives just literally at the boat across there, and I said there's no point in you being on Zoom and me being on Zoom, just come on over. So we're having an official coffee today.
We are, yeah. Coffee.
We are. Look, you needed a ripple maker mug.
Cheers.
So guys and girls, I want to introduce you to Gary, because Gary had a very different life to the life that he lives now. Well, we haven't got time to go into it now, but after a very, very serious motorbike accident, you were forced into a position where you couldn't do what you were doing before. And you were in a position where I believe your doctor said to you, you've got to keep using your brain. You've got to keep your brain active, find a hobby, find something that you can channel into.
The brain trauma doctor at John Radcliffe said, get a hobby. My hand-eye coordination didn't work, and I couldn't put food in my mouth with a fork. They took cutlery off me because I kept stabbing myself. But yeah, I went through loads of things: knitting, crocheting, jigsaw puzzles. The list is endless. But I have this thing now where I get bored. I can get insta bored very, very easily.
Yeah.
So I need something that is different, that pushes me all the time.
Well, and you found it because you saw somebody else doing this. We're going to show you some of this work in a minute, but you started. You were looking for something that you could get your teeth into. That you couldn't get bored with.
I found fret art by complete accident. I saw something online. I thought, what the hell is that? And I just zoomed in and made it a huge
there you
picture.
go. Look, it's like you got your own light bulb there. Ding, as if.
And yeah, it was an instant attraction, and so I bought a coping sword of all things. But that's where I started. But my hand-eye coordination was rubbish, and for 18 months everything I made got smashed up and put on the fire. I had the most intricately cut firewood anybody's ever had. But as time, I've stuck with it, and as time has progressed, I have progressed, and I've evolved, and my work has evolved from the very simple. If I can show that is,
you hold that up to the screen there.
Quite a simple.
I'll hold it up for you.
That's quite a simple cut, but I am now at the stage where...
Put something behind it. There we go. Yeah.
I am now at the stage.
So this is made from wood.
I'm now at the stage where I'm inlaying different woods. These are all different.
And you're polishing them
around the world.
Look, you can't even see on the back. So these are coasters, are they?
This one that you can see right in the very center, that's Purple Heart.
Guys, imagine if your logo was on something like this. Could you put someone's logo on that?
Yeah.
Well, you have. You've done it with yours. Show us your logo.
I've done my own.
So Gary made his own background, his own backdrop.
Which is a little bit bigger than that, but there you go.
Amazing.
And this is all inlaid. This is paddock oak at the top, and this is just a simple mahogany at the bottom, but it's all hand drawn on. And then I use a Dremel of all things to router, with a router attachment to router these out. It's all done freehand. There is no computer aided machinery involved in this. It's all done by hand eye co. This is how good I am now.
Can you imagine that? Like he couldn't even feed himself. How many years ago?
Pardon?
You couldn't even feed yourself. They were taking cutlery from you because you were stabbing yourself.
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
But Now I'm able to produce.
So that's
like
just
this.
like the power of concentration, isn't it?
It's
Show us some more of your things. I'm really conscious, guys. Imagine if Gary could create you your own custom wood backdrop with your logo on it. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Some years ago, I spoke when I first started. I spoke to somebody who had been doing this sort of work for 20 years, and I said to him, on my puppy God's life, I said to him, I can't wait for the day that I am as good as you are. And this is the sort of thing that he and I both cut.
He cut this.
This is A3.
Let me hold that up to the screen.
It's quite nice.
You see how intricate that is?
As it is.
And it's literally wood. See how thin that is?
It is a 3mm Baltic birch panel.
How intricate that is. I can't stress it enough. You couldn't even feed yourself. They were removing cutlery from you because you were stabbing yourself. Yeah. And now he's making, well, this is an old one. You've got even better since then.
That's the old one. And this is what I've done with it that nobody else has ever done. This is there's 18 different types of wood involved in this.
That is smooth.
Yeah, it's all been well scraped down and sanded and waxed. There's 18 different types of wood in this.
How many hours did this take you to do?
This is approximately 180 hours worth.
180 hours.
Everything I do, nothing I do. This one, that one would have taken around about 35 hours, maybe a bit more. This one, and I've changed although it's the same picture, I've changed the picture. I've obviously made it larger, but I've changed the picture to be able to do some of these intricate.
So let's show, because it was time, let's show some more of these things. So you've made, this is a clock. Look how beautiful the finishing on that is.
Deco.
So you make these as gifts. You make to order, don't you?
Oh, yeah. If somebody can draw something or explain it to me, that I can see what they can see, I can then make some sort of design up. And then
how beautiful that is.
It's obviously Celtic knot. It's all inlaid wood, all of it is all hand cut.
So I mean, you can do pretty much any color or anything.
Well, it would be, I don't use stains. I refuse point blank to use stains. So
it's all natural.
Color is the natural.
Love these
wood. There is no stains involved.
How clever is this? So it actually spells out different words as you move it around. That's stunning. And is that to put something in there?
It's called a compound. It's a 3D compound cut, and that's an internal cut, and you can do an external cut. There's 8 hours in that. Believe it or not. 8 hours.
And that starts as like a lump of wood.
That's just a lump of wood, and that piece of wood, that's paddock oak. It's 200 years old. It's been drying for 20 years, and that piece of wood cost £40. 40 pounds for that piece of wood.
That's not including all the time that you've spent in it.
There's 8-10 hours.
Guys and girls, we're going to get you back for a longer interview. I want you on a longer interview, but guys, can you just see if this does nothing else but give you hope that applying consistency and persistency to any gift will create a masterpiece. Will create a masterpiece if you do it and you do it consistently. And that's what you've done, Gary, isn't it? What's your ripple maker tip for today? So we have a little tip as part of this. What have you got for us?
It's got to come from the heart.
So anything you do has got to come from the
heart. If you can, the way I do it, it comes from the heart. I love it. I live it. I actually live to cut. Well, I live to work, which is the one thing I've always been told you should never do. You should work.
But you love it so much.
Yeah.
So the accident has actually been a blessing to you.
I've still got problems, but in some ways, if I hadn't have had the accident, I wouldn't be doing this. I had, for the first time, I live on a marina. people for the first time, well, the people for a few years have been saying, have a little show, have a gazebo, put some bits and pieces out. It's taken me 3 years to work up the courage to be able to do that. And I ended up with 5 or 6 commissions out of it.
Oh, Gary.
So
that was just at the weekend, just gone.
Yeah, that's an absolute.
So you got 5 or 6 commissions.
Godsend. I'm amazed that not a lot of people came onto the stall, but those that did were interested. That's why they came onto the stall. They one guy, 25 years in Rolls-Royce, an engineer at Rolls-Royce, he and 2 of his friends have bought an Eurostet bomber, World War II bomber that they are restoring.
You're making them a World War II bomber?
No, they bought the real plane.
Oh,
they've got a real plane. It's the daughter plane to the Lancaster bomber.
Wow.
With the 4 engines, gripping engines. We've been invited down to see the 4 engines fired up. And the guy, the reason he came onto the stall is because I've got a half-made steam train from the late 1800s. It's an American freight train. It's half-made. He could see, being the engineer that he is, he could see the work that's gone into it, the time, the detail.
Yeah.
And he invited myself and Peter, a friend, down because Peter could attack me. But we've been invited down to an open day. And he has said, we want something making for our museum.
Wow. So Gary, I'm so sorry to jump in there because of time. Guys and girls, like this amazing change maker. Like I say, had a very, very different life.
It comes from the heart. Make it, do it. It's got to come from the heart first, but then you have to use your brain to actually do the logical steps. But heart, then brain, and you can't fail.
Guys, if you want to get in touch with Gary, if you go to the members tab at the top of the One Drop Movement community on Facebook, click on the tab, find Gary Beresford. You'll find Gary, connect with him. If you're looking for a gift or you're looking for something for your office or a branded sign so you can put it behind you when you're delivering all of your live sessions, reach out to Gary. Everything that he does is completely custom. Oh my word.
It's magic.
A magic wand.
A Harry Potter wand, but it's a pen.
Oh, it's a pen.
Yeah, and it works. Yeah.
I have a feeling we could be here all day. Like, he's going to keep pulling props out. So, Gary, thank you for being with us today.
Yeah, no, thank everybody for watching it.
Guys, reach out to Gary, have a chat about what he might be able to do for you, or if you know somebody that's looking for a custom gift, something that is really bespoke. No one else in the world will ever have the same thing because it has been made by hand. So reach out to Gary. Have an amazing day. I'll be back tomorrow for our next Ripple Making Spotlight. See you soon. Bye bye.